Good morning. It is a very important day on Reach Out today because we've been living on board for a month, or a month and 2 days, but today is the day we go around Portland Bill. Woo!
Let me tell you a story about Bill, Portland Bill, a name that strikes fear into the heart of many a mariner, and for good reason. Bill stands guard on the southern tip of the Isle of Portland, warning sailors of what lurks beneath. For under the surface, a ledge of Portland stone juts 2.5 kilometres out to sea. Tides from east and west meet in the shallow. Look on the charts and you'll see a coast littered with shipwrecks. Time Bill wrong, and it's game over.
The sun is shining and we're taking a lovely slow walk around to Portland Bill. Yewy's just chilling for a second. But we have to sail around here in possibly tomorrow, possibly a few days depending on the weather. So it's a bit of a research trip. We want to see what the conditions look like and hopefully get a good view of the racers meeting around the bill and the little cauldron of chaos that happens when they do. So Portland is famous for Portland stone, and we just found out that a cubic foot of it weighs 120 pounds, which is like me. So he took my weight and squashed me down into a cubic foot. That's really dense. So they used, how much stone went to London? 185,000 tons of it.
How many cubic feet was that?
I can't do the maths.
We took a bus to a village at the south of the island and walked along the coastal path until we reached Bill and saw the race with our own eyes. Although it doesn't show up on camera, we could see the water churning from the two racers as they met in the shallows. And we realised just how important it was that we got our calculations correct.
This monolith will help us get around Portland Bill in a couple of days' time. We can use it as a transit point on the red band of Portland Bill, and that will help us keep the right distance away from the coast, not too close, not too far away, so we can miss the boiling water. This is what every dog owner wants to see, a shattered dog. Kind of makes you feel as though you've done your duty as a dog owner. This is what Portland Bill did to Yewy. This is just settling there till all the food's cooked, and then she can collect her taxes later on. What a good girl.
Totally excited and not nervous in the slightest. But there's lots to do, so I'll be very quick. Yeah, we're trying to make this as comfortable as possible for not only us but for Yewy. So Rob's been watching the weather very closely over the last couple of days and watching tide times and things like that, because we have to get the tide spot on, otherwise it's going to be horrendous. So the plan, we're kind of penned in by a bridge, a lifting bridge, where we are at the minute. So we are going to get the 8 o'clock bridge out, and then we have to be at Portland Bill for 9 o'clock, which is high water and therefore slack tide. We shouldn't have any wind over tide conditions.
Never slack tide round Portland Bill.
Well, as slack as we can possibly make it. And we've been debating the inshore or the offshore route, and we are going to go inshore. No, we've got this. We've got this. First thing on the agenda, walk Yewy. That's it. Give everything a good sniff. Good girl. Should be about 10 hours our crossing today, which Yewy will be totally fine with. We've got her grass in the anchor locker if she needs it, but I don't think she will. If we get her good and tired now, she'll probably just snooze the whole way. Green light, time to go through. Happy, Skipper?
I'll be a lot happier when I've got more than 0.8 beneath the keel.
Mentioned earlier that we're going to take the inshore passage, which means following the 6-metre depth contour. Now our depth reader is set to the bottom of the keel, so if we want it to be 6 metres of water, this would read 4. However, we're going to have a metre of tide, so we're looking for this to read approximately 5 as we go through. Correct?
Absolutely spot on, student.
Thank you. Cool caves there, don't know if they'll show up on the video. There he is, there's Bill. And there's the obelisk at the headland. So in theory we can line that up with the red zone on Bill, and that should tally up with this saying approximately 5. Yeah, and over there probably doesn't show up on the camera, but we can see the race. We can see the choppy waters, the white caps on the water.
Valkyrie's going for it.
Valkyrie is over there. Yewy, she's been getting duck fillets, and she's very chill and completely oblivious to what's going on and what stretch of water we're about to go through. But if we've got this right, and I think we have, it'll all continue to be chill. Yeah, good girl. We're on it. Here's Bill. The race is over there. You just can't see anything on the camera.
Portland Bill.
We're through! Woo! It's
Nice. Well, that's all in the planning, isn't it? Absolutely. No, and with the neap tide, the inside passage, no wind over tide, bang on time. You know, it can be as eventful or non-eventful as that. You don't want it eventful.
No.
Eventful is bad. It's never a good event. It's a bad event. So non-eventful will do us just fine. Thank you.
Behind us, there's another yacht just started to peek around the headland. So this is all Lyme Bay. We have to cross its entirety. It's going to be a long day, but it should be a good sail. We are sailing. That is a chilled skipper.
5 hours of this.
And then it all goes crazy again.
It's not forecast to.
No, I mean trying to get moored up and or
right,
rafting
yeah.
or whatever we're going to have to do.
99% chill, 1% absolute mayhem. How we like it.
Last question for a point.
8 knots, baby!
Was a #1 in
Woohoo!
Zipping along.
We're a bit heely, but it's all good. Little Miss Snooze over there. The sun is shining. We can just make out Portland Bill still, and then across Lyme Bay. But where we're going, it is a clear horizon. Look at that. Yes, it's cup of soup time. Look at Norma. She's in a right pickle. And there is Brixham, looking very pretty. We are here, moored up first time on this little floating pontoon. And Yewy has been a star all day. So we got her grass out. We tried to see if she wanted a wee while we were under passage, but she wasn't interested. Come on, little one. This should smell familiar.
What she's saying is she just wants to go in the dinghy.
Yeah, first time in the dinghy.
We had a lovely time exploring Brixham, and I definitely recommend the yacht club for its friendly welcome and affordable pontoons. Yewy handled the dinghy like a champ.
Oh, and I got hit on by a guy who was like Gerald from Clarkson's Farm.
Didn't say no, right? I didn't say yes.
And we ate pizza for the first time since moving aboard. And very nice it was too. Yewy would like to interrupt this broadcast to bring you a very special announcement. Apparently for a limited time only, subscribers will get to tickle her belly for 10 seconds. So hit the button, she might even wag her tail.